Yo, 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 this your boy Rashawn. I got my boy.
On the track, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. First episode of the Uncommon Thoughts podcast.
You know,
Yeah, man. Today was a long ass day. I'll tell you
it
that.
most definitely was. It most definitely was.
What you think of the baby shower though, man?
The
I
baby
feel like it
shower
was something different.
was most definitely smooth. Most definitely was smooth.
I was on the damn grill all
Yeah,
day.
you was great. Got it done though. Got it done.
Hey, no,
And,
I appreciate you, dog, because man, I wouldn't have made it.
for
The
sure.
conversation helped it,
Yeah,
move
for
fast
sure,
though,
for sure.
because
Most definitely was biting.
cause,
But the baby shower was I feel like it was a opening for like new beginnings on like both sides a little
yeah,
bit
yeah, yeah.
because like me and the cousins was talking about on the family tip. That's cuz kind of opened up the door to tell the family to come,
Right,
and
right,
people can start building.
right.
So it was great. I liked it. That's why I made it my responsibility to come. You know what I'm saying? Bring my daughter out.
Yeah, man. It was a lot of conversations that was had, a lot of great ones, man.
Oh, for sure. Most definitely powerful conversation. Supposed to have powerful conversations, especially when we in the age bracket we in. Shouldn't be having no type of weird conversations anyway. But you know what I'm saying. But most definitely powerful conversations, man, because we are here to uplift each other. So you know what I'm saying. Every time we speak, we should be here to speaking knowledge, truth, and wisdom. So you know what I mean.
Right, right, man. I'm gonna bring it up, man. The it was good. We was there with our kids.
For sure.
Fatherhood, man.
For
It's
sure.
like I'm new to it. You
I'm
new
new
to
to it. For sure.
it.
I'm new to it. For
Cause he was
sure.
new to it.
Cause new. We was all new to it.
Yeah, man. We all new
That's
fathers.
deep. That's deep. I ain't paying attention that deep, but that's dope. That was deep for sure.
like, like, what do fatherhood mean to you, though? Like,
Fatherhood. I feel like fatherhood means it's growth
yeah,
a little bit because when you have kids, you gotta start leading by example. So you gotta be at a certain level in your life when you have a kid,
right.
and I feel like fatherhood is like growth and basically just a learning experience because we have to learn somebody all over.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And shoot,
Every
man,
day is different.
everything is different, and they always doing something new, and they pay attention.
To everything.
Everything. So
It be stuff my son do. I be like, where did you learn that, bro?
they observe everything. My daughter pay attention to everything, and then I'm gonna have another.
Me
So you
too.
know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So, so, but man, they pay attention. So that right there is the
Hmm.
important thing because now you gotta lead. You gotta pay attention to everything you do because
Exactly.
they watch it. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So that's why I say grow.
Hey, T Grizzly just said on his latest album, he said, how can I expect my son to be great if I expose him to the stuff I saw?
Right. You're supposed to take them away from that. You know what I'm saying? Take them away from that. You can teach them lessons from that,
Yeah,
but don't expose them to that. But because then they become curious. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Like a lot
Exactly.
of fathers, I dislike. I'm not gonna say I dislike fathers, but I don't understand fathers that want to raise tough guys.
Yeah, yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like you can raise a man,
Right,
but expose them to guns, street life, drugs, and
right,
then glorifying it. It's
right.
kind of not bringing our sons up to a better standard. They kind of like continue to curse. You know what I'm saying?
I thought, oh yeah, this is what I had to do. This,
This what makes you this.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
got
yeah.
son. You ain't did it like this. We got to take our sons, raising our young men out of that and start. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of that going on,
It's always that.
man.
You know what I mean? It's always that. Oh, if you ain't doing it this way, you a punk or nothing. It ain't necessarily. You got to take that type of raising our sons away from that because that's how we produce young YNs. That's what they call them now. They call them
Man,
YNs.
hey, you know what? I'm starting to hate that term, man.
Yeah, because it's a bad terminology for our young black men.
It
You know what I'm
is.
saying?
It is.
And these young black men starting to listen to this music. That's why I don't listen to music like that because
Right.
it's brainwashing. And they getting it and they taking that knowledge and everything on this internet stuff
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
trying to live up to the YN the YN name. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Ski mask, poo shiesty mask.
Man.
It's crazy, you know. You know,
Bro, I literally like I work for the school system,
for sure.
and yo, like they get on my bus and
They got the
it
shiesty.
it's 80 degrees outside. You got a hoodie and a shiesty
You want
on.
to know what I think it comes down to? Precipitation.
They gotta look like something.
They gotta look like something. So if I can look like what you scared or I'm fitting in with you, maybe you won't mess with me type. You know what I'm saying?
And this is what the women like, the girls like. So
And that comes down to me having a daughter, right?
exactly.
I'm
That's
trying to.
different.
That's different, right? See, you got what you got two. You got two
Two
sons.
boys,
See,
three boys.
so I'm with three. So I'm sitting here with having to raise a young man and a young a baby girl,
Yeah.
a young queen, basically.
So you having a boy neck.
I'm having a boy.
Hey
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
you
He
got
gonna be
lucky.
a junior, man. I got
You
the best of both worlds. But I gotta teach her and show by example
right.
what she should be expecting from a man.
That's
You
deep.
get what I'm
That's
saying?
deep. That's deep.
Now I'm dealing with her mother, and we just went back and we said kids are very observant.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going on with a lot of our women, our sisters now. They was probably raised in the household of watching their mama put up with certain things from a man.
Man.
So that's what they probably grew and expected from a man.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna break my daughter from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And not necessarily making it seem like everything's supposed to be about money. Not saying date a broke.
No.
But at the end of the day, be willing to help your man when stuff going with.
Exactly. Exactly.
Don't put the weight all on your man.
Exactly.
You know what
Exactly.
what happens to the bridge when it's too much weight on it? It collapses.
Exactly.
So if you putting all that weight on your man and not trying to take some of that weight on, he's going to collapse. You
Be
know
a
what I
team.
mean?
It's a partnership.
A relationship is a team player, man. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Of these women we got out here now,
right?
Mine is your wife, my girlfriend. They not team players,
man.
You know, they not team players, man.
I don't think you heard me when we was at the baby shower. I was telling Lena, I said, bro, it's so crazy. Like, I've been blessed to have who I have. Like, I don't remember the last time I had a heartbreak. Like,
yeah, I heard you. I heard you when you said. I heard that.
I sat back the other day.
That's
I'm like, bro,
man.
like, I don't know what that feel like no more.
You know what I'm saying? That's good because that means you got a good woman who's holding you down now, making sure you don't have a heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? Now these women,
man,
not saying all, You feel me?
Right.
But majority of it's caused heartbreaks.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have certain things, or you ain't in a certain status of your lifestyle, and you ain't doing this and that, or you ain't taking care of all the bills, they shutting you down and they killing you, and they trying to tackle your character.
You know what? This was in. I heard this somewhere else before, but in the movie, what was it? Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I think I love my wife. Or I think it was that movie.
I think that's what it is.
He said, "Women are love. Women and kids are loved unconditionally. Men are loved by what
they can do." And that's true.
Man,
that's true.
They ain't ready for that though.
I'm not gonna say all women.
No, all like women not like that.
Because there's some right that'll get down with their man and grind it out.
Mm-hmm.
But majority of only love you for what you produce. And when that's done, I went through it with my brother. Man. Live and direct, man. Mm-hmm. When the fun stopped funning, man, the love is not there no more. Man. Because the love was never real. And that boils down to real unconditional love. Man. People don't know what that is.
It's different.
Real unconditional love is basically loving a person no matter the condition. Man. It don't matter what you want.
I'm talking about you gotta love that person no matter what.
I'm talking about like a real mama love her child. You get what I'm saying?
Even beyond that,
beyond it too. I'm saying, but you know how a mother really love their child, even right or wrong. It don't matter if she know you killed that person. She's still not going to tell society you killed. Man, you know that deeper than that type of love, but that type of love though. You know what I'm saying? Love is if I got $1 million today. I did everything for everybody. and I drop tomorrow, I'm talking about bone broke, cardboard in hand, work for food.
Yeah.
Who gonna pull up on me and do the same thing I did for you when
Exactly.
I had it?
Man.
People not doing that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? People not doing that.
That's why having that partner is very special. And I think a lot of people like they jump into things and they jump into situations that's lifelong and don't be having the right partner.
For sure. For sure. And that can ruin your life too, of not having the right partner. You know, your partner is everything. You know, this your partner in crime. This your partner, your best friend, you know, you every day with, you talk to, you sleep with, you wake up with, you venting to, you know all your business.
You gotta choose them every single day.
You gotta
and they gotta choose you.
They got to. And a real partner is a partner where you don't have to second guess, even behind closed doors.
Man.
You know, because people have good people who got a mask on, man. It's a very strong mask. And they don't even know what they do.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about a partner where you know your heart. She ain't doing nothing till she ain't backstabbing me. That's my rock. You know what I'm saying?
And that's different. That's different,
yeah.
bro.
That's a question to ask guys, right?
Yeah.
Do you got that with your? You probably got a partner. A lot of people out here
they got them.
But can you trust your partner? If she go behind that door today, no cameras, no nothing, with a person who got more than you, doing more than you, is she gonna still choose? Do whatever. You feel me?
That's funny that you said that. I was watching TikTok this morning, and the guy was on there. He said he was calm. Wasn't you can tell he was hurt, but he was calm. He said, "I've been with my wife. We've been married 13 years.
Okay,
we have a 7-year-old." He said she went on a woman's trip with her family and friends.
Okay.
Not even 30 minutes from their house. She was gone. It was a 3-day trip, and they went to the club. And she said she wanted to see if she still had it, so she ended up flirting with a guy. They ended up dancing. He ended up kissing her. She kissed him back. He ended up leaving with her, and they went back to the hotel. Her family and friends didn't even know she left. He ended up sleeping with her.
She ain't no real partner. But why? Rocking with their partner.
13 years married?
You got people who marry just for the benefits. They're not really in love with their partner. They first off, they scared to leave that person to start over.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably ain't got when they leave a person. You get what I'm saying? They ain't got shit at all.
So he said he called his mom. His mom told him, think about your family. You can get over this. Think about your family. Don't leave. It's been too long.
See,
how you feel about that?
I disagree with that, man. This loyalty is this loyalty. This honesty and breaking that trust and that bond with your partner,
right?
That's strong, because if you do it once, man, you'll do it again.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like if a person do that, it was something that you had going on within you, that you've been wanting to do this and go see other people. You get what I'm saying? You can lay down with somebody else and you got a whole husband, a whole wife at home
that you've been married to for that long,
13 years, and you step out on a trip with other people.
Day one.
You already got your legs out to the sky.
Man,
you get what I'm saying? I mean, it was already the marriage been broke. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like
I got another question. Could you be with somebody? Not. I've been married before.
Okay.
This is my second marriage.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's a intuition. Like it's like something telling you, like when somebody doing something they're not supposed to be doing.
You gonna feel it.
You feel it. It's in your heart. It keeps you up at night.
And then again, man, it's so much after you doing infidelity. After a while, you're not gonna be able to hide.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Who used to cheat?
Exactly.
You know
me too.
Let's keep it real.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. We're not gonna say we say. Let's keep it real. Coming from a man who used to cheat, man. You know, you gonna feel it, and eventually you ain't gonna be able to hide,
right?
Because you live in two lives. You know what I'm saying?
Too many lies.
You live in too many lies, and the lies, bro. The
Mm-hmm.
lies get hard to keep up with. So
Mm-hmm.
eventually, you're gonna slip, keep getting caught. So
Man, I got some crazy stories that we gonna get into on this
for sure, for sure,
podcast
for sure,
because it's been years and I'm a changed man, but
for sure. Anybody can change. You
yeah,
know.
but I got some crazy stories. Like I've been I've been living foul, bro. I was living foul at one point.
Yeah, that's how. But man, I mean,
But
that's where knowledge and wisdom come from. That's
exactly.
a way of living.
Mm-hmm.
You have to live it, experience it to understand it. You know what I'm saying?
I had to
How
pray my way out of
you
that
see what
stuff.
I'm saying? So look, you went to you chose God to help you
Mm-hmm.
with your situation. Some people don't do nothing, they keep doing it. But my thing, I say this to say anything is possible, man. Anybody could change. Everybody was a man, everybody had their time, they did their thing because I call it host stage. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
I call
yeah,
it a host stage.
yeah.
But when I feel like a person that's cheating on a person really just not love that person. You get what I mean?
You can't be.
Because if you really love somebody, bro, and that's your person,
You gonna choose them.
you gonna be like, listen, man, that's my, you know what I mean? And that's that type of love every man should want. That's that type of love every man should shoot for. You know what I mean?
I hope everybody get to experience that in their lifetime, man.
Yeah, love is fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not married yet, but eventually I'm going to get married. I'm getting pressure and peer pressure, but I'm gonna do it when I want
Hey
to
man,
do it.
do it.
You
Move
know
on.
what I mean? I'm gonna do it when I want to.
I can't exactly.
You
That's
know
what I was
what I
gonna
mean?
say.
I
Do it
don't
on
want to
your time.
rush. You know what I mean? I don't want to rush something and it's not the right moment. It's not the right time. If we waste each other's time, I ain't trying to do that. But at the end of the day, you will know when it's the time.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? You'll know when it's the time to lock that in. You know what I'm saying? But heck yeah, dog. True.
man. And that's why I said all that to say, do you think he felt that? Like he knew, like the, because you just don't. She been thinking about that, and I feel like when you've been with somebody for so long, you start to they thought pattern. You start to connect on it.
The chemistry in the house.
I wonder, like,
He
did he
probably don't talk like that. You know what I mean?
did he
They probably
sense
be in
it?
a. He probably already knew it. Because the woman,
Been
like
that
I ain't
long,
gonna lie, a woman can hide.
man. The
They can hide.
sneakiest.
You know what I mean? But you would know. When you born. You know what I'm saying? And she want that spice again. You know what I'm saying? You would know though. You would know. You would
Hey,
know. For sure. He felt that. He knew. And that's why he checked in. And it happened like that. You know what I mean?
I knew. I knew one time when she came home extra horny. I'm like, something ain't right. You ain't never been like this.
Yeah, but you was not. Was she drinking?
No,
Yeah,
the patterns was
yeah.
you had just got done.
Doing your thing. Get off right. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It was certain stuff that I was peeping. I'm just like, I know what's going
Yeah,
on.
you
I'm
cheating.
about to start moving this way.
Yeah, yeah,
I started doing me,
yeah,
and doing me was way worse than one.
yeah. And that man, ain't nobody trying to waste time like that, man. That's wasted time, life, and energy, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's dangerous.
It
Keep
is.
in mind.
It is.
Let's put that out. That's very
Man,
dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you sleeping, she sleeping. You know, ain't no telling what's going on. You know what I mean? Protection or not, it's very dangerous. Especially this day and age, man. These motherfuckers don't go to the doctor.
that's why I'm
You know what
happy.
I mean?
I've been blessed to
Yes.
do what I did and come
Get you,
out scotch free.
yep. Get you a scotch free. Then you got you a good woman.
I
You
stop
know what
all
I
that.
mean?
Like I being with my wife, like I don't have no urge for no other woman.
You know
Like
that's the person for you. That's when you know you in love, found your person, all the way till death do you part. You know what I mean?
people don't take that serious though.
A lot of people don't take a lot of things serious. And love, the
Man,
word I love you,
man,
is very. That's the most lied word out. You feel me? That is the big lie, man. And it start. That's crazy. Love start with an L, But it started with L, right?
Right.
That's the first lie a family member tells to each other.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you say a person will tell you they love you, but show you the opposite thing. Don't check. You know what I mean?
You know, people told somebody I forgot who told me this, but they told me this a long time ago. It's a difference between I love you and love you.
That's the first time hearing it.
It's a difference. I love you is coming from a sincere
Right.
place.
Right.
And love you is just like love you, cuz like all
Yeah,
right.
because I'm only saying that just because we're cousins.
Exactly.
Not
Or
because I honestly love you. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love you. It's like love is. Somebody told me this too a long time ago. Love, when you walk in a room, you're supposed to feel love.
No, that's real. That's real.
That's how you know it's Jake. When you walk in the room, hey,
What's up, cuz? What up, black fool? You know what I'm saying? How I used to be at the cookhouse when you go to a family get together, or if you going to a party, you meet with your homeboy. Everybody running up, shake, man. What's
when
up,
your
back?
cousin came to your crib
You know
back
what I'm
in the
saying?
day, you knew
That was
we
real
finna
love.
have a time.
That was real. We staying
That's
up all night. You don't got that. You don't got that. It's hard. It's very rare to find that type of love and friendships like your parents' friendships.
man,
You know how we got parents, man, who friends, they got friends, they've been friends for 30 years,
man,
40
man,
years. Grandparents, they got friends, they've been knowing each other 50 years, still
man.
talk. You would never probably get them type of friendships again out here. People always backstab.
I I was watching something and I don't know what it was. But the dude was like, "Man, I still got my friend." Oh, it's this podcast I watched. I forgot the name of it. I'll get it. But he was saying the dude on there was saying like, "Man, I got the same friend from kindergarten." I said, "Bro, I don't even know what that feel like, bro.
Man,
I don't even know half the people that was in my kindergarten
I
class."
got one friend, man, I know that
Man,
was in kindergarten, man. His name was Damone. His name was Damone. That was my best friend. I still know where his mom and them stay and everything.
hey, that's
You know what I'm
dope.
saying? But I ain't talked to him in a minute though. It's been a very long time.
Hmm.
But I still could go to his mom's now house and be like, "Hey,
That's
baby
dope.
mom, what's
That-
up, man?"
that's
You know what I'm
dope.
saying? What got the bone them doing? You know, but that's one person I probably could say. You know what I'm saying? But we not close as how we supposed to be because we grew apart a little bit. But I still know him though. I still remember kindergarten though.
You know what's crazy too? Like I didn't live in two other states.
Oh, yeah, you said
Like
that.
when I like Ohio
I ain't
and
never been to the
man,
except for Cedar Point.
I stayed in Columbus. That's where Ohio State is.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
like it is different. I know people got friends here,
For sure,
but
for sure.
like I don't like other places. Like even Detroit, bro. People got friends, bro. We don't got that.
We man, man, it's a shiesty world.
Man,
It's a shiesty world, man.
people really have like true friendship out here, bro. And it's like that's amazing.
You know that's crazy. You said like the friend, because man, it's hard, man, finding a genuine person, man. It's hard finding somebody who really comes with good intentions and that's genuine.
Man, his friends getting money together. They take trips together. They family spend time with each other.
Yeah, for
People,
sure.
I truly believe in when you start a family, your time is devoted to that family,
Yeah,
growing it,
yeah,
and but there's also time for y'all families to come together
yeah.
and celebrate each other.
For sure.
You
That's how you
just
build that bond.
you
You know
don't
what I mean?
you just don't start your family and be like, oh, I don't got time for y'all no more. That ain't friendship.
No, no, because they are part of the time. And you know what you it's crazy you said that, right? Because I was just talking to Trent and Elaine on them
Hmm.
about that.
Hmm.
Because we had his they fought. And that's what he was saying, what was going on with the family. You know, everybody growing up and they working. We ain't really got that much time.
Mm-mm.
But I said, what about grandma and them? Like they made time for the grandkids, and that's what we have to do.
Man,
As in cousins and stuff, you
hmm
have to make time for
man,
your family.
my family. See, my family from Alabama.
Okay.
Uh, every single year, twice a year sometimes, my family came up here for my grandmother's birthday. Because
Creative humor.
her birthday was the day after Memorial Day.
Okay.
They came up here every single year, van loads, and celebrated the holiday and my grandmother's birthday.
Yep.
When my grandmother died, I haven't
So
seen
real life. Okay, that's crazy, man. Really, they cause probably because grandma is like
she
about
did.
family. She understood family.
Hmm.
And she forced. Look, y'all know birthday, Thanksgiving. We got boom.
But they love celebrating. We don't
Okay.
love to celebrate each other no more.
Yeah.
Our older, they love celebrating each other.
Yeah.
That's all they knew was them.
Yeah. That's
What
true.
happened to that? We grew. We was
That's a
around our
tough question.
cousins.
That's a tough one.
When the family came together, we was there too
For sure, for
playing.
sure, for sure.
It's like
It's crazy to say this.
what happened when we get older to where it's like we not like that. We don't have that same tradition or that same values or the same morals that our older family members had.
Man, no, I don't have an
That's
answer to
crazy.
that because that I'm right now. I'm going through that. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Every black
Everybody going through
family,
that. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
So that's an answer for somebody. Everybody needs to try to figure out.
You know what's crazy? I stay in. It's not. It's now. It's becoming a lot of black families living out here.
Yeah.
But
What's up?
around, I'm talking about the neighborhood, the houses around. Like
Right, right.
on the weekends, I ride down the street and I pay attention to stuff. I'm aware of my
For
surroundings.
sure,
So
for sure.
I just look at stuff when I'm driving down the street. These white people, man,
Yeah,
these white families, it's cars lined up through the driveway.
music going. You know what I mean? They got the music going. They got the fools out. That's what grandmas and them used to do back in the day. That's how you keep the family going. But you know what happened? And I'm gonna give you.
Hmm.
You wanna know? It's not an answer for what happened to
Right,
them, right? It if you feel like that's something you want to do,
right,
then we just have to dive into it and just send out invitations. Because it starts somewhere.
right.
You get what I'm saying? Just like how y'all did the baby shower.
Hmm.
You feel me? And invited people out. That's
Hmm.
the start. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Now we ain't gonna count whatever person don't come to a function like that.
Right,
But it's just a start because you trying to build that connection back,
right.
bring families together. That's the thing. So I'm on the same thing. You
Hmm.
get what I'm saying? The answer is it's not an answer, but just start doing it. If you want that to happen within your family, just start doing it. You know what I'm saying? Send out invitations, whoever come, but just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, 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 right. But man, that I remember growing up, like my granny, mother, like family just calling, checking on them every day. You see the phone ring, you hear the phone ring, you hear them talking. Oh, who you talking to? Oh, I'm talking to such such. It's
You know what that is right there?
like, dang,
That's
bro.
unconditional love. That's your definition of unconditional. Don't matter the circumstance, don't matter the situation, don't matter the distance, don't matter the finance, don't matter the health,
Mm-hmm.
nothing. I'm still gonna treat you the same way. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still gonna look at you the same way. I'm still gonna give you the clothes off my back if you need it. Don't matter what you do.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
That's the unconditional love that people need to start bringing back within their family. You know what I'm saying? Teaching people, teaching their family, teaching their kids real love. Like when you come home for wifey come home, she feel the love, the warmth, that
Right.
unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? How your sons, how my daughters, how our kids love us. How they look at us and they smile, even though we probably ain't making enough money today, or we going through something.
Man,
They don't care what
man,
we going through. They still look at us and smile and love us.
man.
That's unconditional love. That's
You know it's crazy, bro. Like that's crazy. You
you
said
feel.
that. Like my son' bed is at the bottom of our bed, so it's like, man. The other morning, man, I woke up. First of all, I woke up in the middle of the night because I'm thinking to him. I'm an overthinker, bro. I think
Me
all
too.
the
Me
time.
too. Me
I'm
too.
thinking in my sleep, bro.
Me too. I know what you're
So
talking about. Me too.
I had just dozed off, back to sleep after going through this 3 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour spell.
Mm-hmm.
My son wake. I went to sleep at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. My son wake up at 7 sharp.
Straight up.
He pops up. He look at me. I can't do. I'm tired. My
Yeah,
mental is done.
you can't do nothing but get up. Like,
He wake up, smile. I can't do nothing. I gotta whatever I'm going through. You feel me?
you can, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They take away all the stress too. Because you can't put that stress on to them, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they feel when you're going through stuff. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So when you look at your kid, man, and all that stuff and that pain and that I don't know what's gonna come with it just goes away. But they give you the motivation and the
They do.
grit to get it
They
done.
do.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Real fathers.
Yeah,
Real, I don't know about these losers, you know what I'm
man.
saying, who just see they seeds in the dust, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
We can
But
have a whole
yeah,
conversation about
but
that,
real
though.
fathers, they making these kids out here.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they can't. That's why we can't sleep. That's why we overthink because
Hmm.
we just not thinking for us. We just not thinking. We thinking about the whole household.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure. You know what I'm saying? My girl she need this done. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I want them not to work. I want my kids not. So you thinking for them. You taking
Man,
on all that
man.
stress, all that pressure. You
Hmm.
taking on all of it for them. You sleeping. They get to sleep. You taking a sleepless night because you staying up every day trying to find something to get that blow, that big power. Ain't nobody got to work no more. Everybody straight.
Man.
You know what I mean? And that's what we shooting for. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So I most definitely understand when you saying staying up all night, overthink. Because bro, I be up all night. Yesterday, I ain't go to sleep till 6 in the morning on my computer
Man.
because the real man, when he got a family, he not gonna sleep until he got something right and he know that's gonna work and he can take care of his family with.
That's why I've been going so hard, bro.
You feel me? But that's real man characteristic.
Hmm.
Because you're not doing it just for you. You're not doing it for him. You're not doing it because I gotta get the biggest chain. I gotta get the
Nah,
biggest
bro.
watch. That's good, man. Supposed to have nice things.
Hmm.
But the bigger picture is I'm doing this for longevity for my kids, man, so they ain't got to work no other. You
I'm
know
trying
what
to
I mean?
create generational wealth for them.
Generational wealth. And that's what we goes back when we start doing when people start doing the life insurance policies. You start to I ain't got a 401k. People work for the
Right, right.
401k. But life insurance, that's a lot of black things a lot of black families don't talk about or
Hmm.
don't have.
Yeah.
Life insurance. That's something like when we young, like how you in your 30, I'm 28, gonna be 29. Now, what if people who've been in our age would have thought like that 20 years ago when they was 49, when they was 29, now they 49 and they ain't got no. After 15 years, after 10 years, people can pull from that. You know, life more
You know what's crazy? I don't blame this on my parents and
for sure.
but I didn't know what life insurance was until I was damn near 20. Like,
Because a lot of black families don't have it. They don't have it, bro. That's why we don't know about it because they never had it. When somebody died, then it's we got to get the money instead of thinking before time. And that's what a lot of people need to start thinking about the future.
they need to stop thinking as first of all, they need to stop thinking like just treating it as, oh, that's another bill. I don't want to pay that.
Yeah, it's not another bill.
That should be a necessity. Like that's something
That's an asset to your life.
exactly.
It's not a liability.
When I go, I don't want the burden of they gotta we gotta do this, we gotta do that.
Basically, what we just witnessed with the loss in the family. Basically, you know
And
what I'm
it's not
saying?
just it's every family.
Every family. You know what I mean? Every family. And what's crazy is it ain't just taking care of the funeral.
Yeah,
It's still money left over.
yeah.
So that take care of the kids. That take care of wife.
Hmm.
That take care of little bills you got left over. So ain't nobody got no debt on the family. That's just smart thinking, man. With it being a man and having a family.
Right.
Life insurance is serious.
We got to start teaching our kids that. We need to start. First of all, we need to teach our kids financing.
For sure,
We need
financial
to teach our kids credit.
credit,
We need to teach our kids life
life
insurance.
insurance,
Just setting up trust funds for them
and communicate.
and communication.
Because a lot of kids don't know how they very nonchalant. When these big, I'm not gonna necessarily say, but when these big guys and these big they go sit at these tables with these big corporations, we get the deals done.
Communication.
Communication. If you don't know how to talk, man, that's the first thing you're gonna shut the big deals down. A
Hmm.
big corporation ain't even gonna want to deal with you because you don't have communication skills. That's another thing people need to teach you. Respect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of these kids don't have respect. They don't, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. You know, they don't have that. You give them some thank you, no thank you. They
Man,
don't got that. You know what I
yo,
mean?
that that's so true because you know, kids, man. It's,
Kids.
like I said, I work for the school, and man, the kids they come, man.
You
It's
see
so
some stuff.
messed up,
You
man.
see some stuff.
Kids don't be having no socks. They don't be getting fed. Clothes. They be having the same clothes on from 2 days ago.
And you want to know something about that? It be, you know, now the babies
Exactly.
is raising babies, right? The village, if you remember when our mama used to tell, they take a village to raise the kids.
Hmm.
The village is not raising, helping raise the babies no more, right? You got grandmas is like not even real grandmas no more. They in their 30s, and you know a kid can only. It's not the kid fault. They're only doing what they do. You
Right.
know what I mean? So we don't fault the kid, right? But it'd be like, dang, your mom and them ain't even teaching you like simple, basic out of the house
Man.
traits. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Hygiene,
Man.
hygiene. You know how our parents used to be on us heavy about hygiene. Man, you don't even man, you get so many kids now,
You
man,
oh,
that be
trust me.
and it just be regular.
Yeah.
It be
Yeah.
regular.
Yeah.
Even the mamas, like they even be done. Like hygiene is the key for kids now.
Man, that's just like this boy. He was getting bullied on my
Mm-hmm.
butt. I told my kids a couple of times. I done pulled over the bus on them. Like, hey, I don't care what y'all got going on. We ain't doing that
Yeah,
bullying
we
stuff.
are because we don't know what that boy going. You know, every kid that don't that's less fortunate than you, obviously he's going through something because his
Exactly,
parent is going through something. She probably could be a crackhead.
man.
He probably could be a foster kid. You know what I
But
mean?
the boy mom, she work hard. She working 2 jobs. She just trying to stay afloat. So it ain't her fault that it ain't his fault either.
For sure. But I say parents have to set their kids up for success though, right?
They got to.
You know the real world is serious. You know, bullying is at an all time.
Hmm.
So just as being a parent, man, you should want your kids to have good things, nice clothes.
Exactly.
You know, if you working hard, man, you still a bill should be put aside to your kids needing new socks, new drawers,
Hmm.
new shirts. You know, form a
Taking a
bill.
bath at night.
Bath, hygiene, soap, you know, toothpaste. Make sure they brush their teeth, floss. You know what I'm saying? Clothes, it ain't necessarily always got to be about the design or fit or whatnot.
Nah,
It's
nah.
just about being clean.
Right, right,
Have the clean clothes that don't stain, not stain.
right.
A white t-shirt and some basic denim jeans go a long way with some white horses.
Man.
You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
a lot of parents have that money to do that. You ain't gotta
yeah.
necessarily be falling as victim to society. It's I got a mirror on. You know, if you can afford it, buy it.
Right.
But you don't have to have that. Don't necessarily make a kid who that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I say like
Especially a kid,
a
bro. They don't.
kid. Parents overdo it.
Something.
All my kids gotta be in the best school. None but yeah, your kids. But man, listen, it don't necessarily gotta be that serious.
Teach your kid morals. Teach your kid credit, finance.
Real deal situations, like real deal stuff that traits that's gonna take them far in life. Instead of I call it bird brain shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bird brain shit far as materialistic. You look at Bill Gates, man, he the richest him and Elon Musk, the richest motherfuckers in the world, right? But do you see them rocking the top brand, top design and shit?
Man, don't cook. Dude to have
They
on a Target shirt
target, man. But bank account can buy 20 of them.
can stop.
You
Man,
know what I mean?
can damn near buy the world.
And that's what they say. A lot of people
Jeff
that look
Bezos.
like money don't have it.
That's funny you said that because I was just watching a podcast. He was talking about Jeff Bezos. I was watching what's my man name? Uh Ronald, the dude
Ronald Reagan.
that got the podcast.
Yeah, I like his podcast. Man.
Um
He be talking some good stuff. He be bringing good people on there too.
hmm he was talking to somebody and he said Jeff Bezos, his ex-wife that he just divorced a few years ago, she got a 4%, some type of percentage in Amazon.
Mm.
She got, I think it was like maybe 14 billion.
I'm trying to be
just
closer to
from
Neo.
getting
Like,
a divorce. That goes to the topic I was.
see,
That-
ain't nobody looking to get a divorce, right? So, I mean, like, if I get married and I got a wife, say if I'm Jeff Bezos or whatever,
Mhm.
and
Right,
I got some millions and trillions of dollars,
right,
and I marry a woman and she's not on the level of me, she gotta respect the game. You get what I mean? You gotta respect the game because man, money attracts all things, including fake relationships. So I don't know if you really here for me, or I don't know if you really here for love.
man.
So sign this prenup.
Hmm.
Because if you don't sign a prenup, then you automatically expose yourself to what you're here for. Because you marrying me, so at the end of the day, the money gonna already be there because you're marrying me. But if you leave, I can't have you take the half of something I worked so hard for. So if you're not here for the money, not to cut you off, you're not here for the money,
Man.
you gonna love me no matter the conditions, and you gonna sign this prenup.
So what if she was there when you first started?
I'm not even passing her a prenup because you was there when I was building it up, and you there now. What I need to pass you a prenup on? You finna endure this with me because you was there when it was rainy day. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
rode the wave and you believed in this same dream that I believed in. You didn't never leave. A lot of women don't follow the dream.
Okay, that goes to my
You know
next
what I mean?
question. Could you be with somebody that don't support you?
No, because you gonna cut me. You're gonna throw off my concentration.
Hmm.
If you don't support what I'm trying to do, then everything I'm doing is gonna be a pipe dream to you. So you're gonna get mad when I'm doing things, when I'm doing to get it to the level. When I'm doing, hey babe, I gotta shoot here. You know me and Dawn fit me because we gotta shoot this video. We gotta, and they always when you gonna when you gonna shut down the opportunity. You get what I'm saying?
So okay. So what if she don't support what you're doing because they don't see the vision and they don't it like the revenue isn't generating as soon as you start.
I know you
And
going with
then
that.
like because of your hustle, it
Yeah.
comes faster than what you can deal with that situation.
Okay.
And then that shifts into you get what I'm saying?
That was fake.
That's
That was fake. You have
would
to
you overlook that?
no.
Mm.
That's a very big red flag because then that means you only here for what it's gonna bring.
Mm.
That's why you supporting them
Hmm.
because now I'm on now. And you know the money. And that was your problem because you didn't see the money flowing in.
Right,
So
right.
you didn't believe in the dream. Because the dream always start broke. You know what I'm saying? The
It
dream
has to.
always start
You
broke.
got to start
The
somewhere.
dream is always just gonna be a dream.
Our dreams.
Always. You know what I'm saying? They always gonna start broke. So I salute the women that sticks it out and believe in a man. Because it might take 5 years. It might take 10 before we see some money. But I'm gonna keep going, and I
You got
need you to
to.
keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't getting that out. I ain't no red flags getting the door. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
No red flags. I can't be with nobody that ain't support me. You know what I mean?
Cause like I feel like that like you said, every time you try to work on something, it's always getting shot down. Or it's like that change your mood.
Yeah, it throws off your energy. Everything is off of energy, bro. It throws off your energy. Like how we can be doing it. Now, say if you was dealing with somebody who ain't leaving,
Right.
you get what I'm saying? Keep coming in. Oh, you still, ooh, oh, when you gonna be done? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? That it throws off your mood. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I done been there before. So it's like I had man, a lot of trauma that we didn't been through, like it be
Yeah.
for no reason. We be putting ourselves through that stuff, man.
So, okay, I got a question.
Hmm.
If a person that you dealing with continue to bring sorrow and trauma, but you love them and you got a kid,
Hmm.
do you stay or do you go? Because
Because you got a
you got
kid,
a kid with
you
them
want to
and you don't want your kid
be in a household.
single parent. So do you stay or do
I feel like that. Okay, so it's a lot of parents that back in the day, the whole I stayed with them, they made it work. Regardless, communication, bro.
For sure, for sure.
If that person is willing to really deep, see, I'm gonna tell you this. My wife make me have conversations I don't want to have. I'm gonna just be honest with you because I grew up not talking to nobody.
Nah, it's like,
I held a lot of stuff in. It's like for what? For what? What am I talking to you? For what? For
yeah,
what? That ain't gonna change nothing.
yeah, yeah.
But my wife make me have conversations. I did used to talk to people, bro. Like,
See, you was like me. I was like that. But when you married, though, communication, keep
and
y'all
if you
together.
and if you looking towards marriage,
Yeah,
you have to have those conversations are so important, bro. Especially if it's something that's causing friction and trauma. Like, and if you have a kid, bro,
for sure, for
you
sure.
definitely should be having those conversations because once again, you don't want to be your child to be, especially if you come from that.
For sure, for sure.
Like, I think I'm a little. Sometimes I be a little bit too overboard with. Like, I be having to stop myself from spending too much time with my son and letting
Yeah,
him
yeah, for sure,
like,
for sure.
because bro, my son is witnessing and living with something I never had before. Like, I don't know what it feels like.
Boom. So how do? Cause see, my pops died when I was 9.
Yeah,
So I had a
rest in
pops,
peace.
a good for sure. I had a pops, a good father, but he died from cancer. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But how do that feel being a father? Being there for like giving your son something that you haven't experienced. How do we do that? You get what I'm saying? That's crazy.
That's why I said when we first started, I said every day is different.
For sure. Okay.
I'm learning stuff that I'm gonna be honest, bro. I learned a lot of stuff from my wife. I watch her.
I learned from my girl. So,
Like, I watch her how she
for sure.
parent, how she talk, how she do things,
For sure.
and I mimic that.
Okay.
And also I do a lot of research. I watch a lot of videos. I pray. I You feel me? I read. Bro. Ever since I became a father, like I always be like, I'm gonna read the Bible. I'm gonna read the Bible. I've been reading the Bible a lot
You see, for
because
sure.
I want to be better.
For sure, for sure. I think every good man want to be better. If you a good dude and you, I don't give a damn. We've messed up. We've messed up.
Oh
This
yeah,
messed up in this life. We not 100% perfect, right? Every great man want to do better.
yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Especially when you're having kids, man. You want to be better. You want to be that role model. You want to be that person somebody looking up to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And it ain't even necessarily got to be just fatherhood too, though.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so just a better person. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Just
Just
I got to be a better person so I can be a better father, a better
for
husband.
sure, for sure.
You feel me?
Cousin, brother, whatever it is,
Exactly.
being better at it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what it all boils down to. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wake up every day to try to do something. You know
Man,
what I'm saying? Do something better than I did
and
yesterday.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like when I found out I was about to be because I was a stepfather first. I was stepfather
Okay.
first. Like that and like I do whatever. I treat him like he's my own.
We got to, right? If we dating somebody who got a deal, you know what I mean?
But it's not no feeling greater than like
Right.
that came from
That's your
me.
blood. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I'm showing him like because but without overstepping my boundaries to his pops.
For sure. Okay. That's
You get
respect.
what I'm
That's
saying?
respect. For sure.
But my what where I come in that's like, hey, you get up in the morning. I'm trying to establish routine so he can learn responsibility.
For sure.
So
For
when
sure.
he get older, it's you feel me. This is the things that I never got to experience because I don't know what it was like to have a father. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like, hey, bro, we get up in the morning. Let's make our
Love
clean our
something.
space up.
For sure.
Let's go get ourselves together in the bathroom. Let's get our reading out the way. Go get a
For sure.
book. Read. Knowledge is key.
For sure.
You
For sure.
go read you a book. Go eat you some cereal. Do what you got to do. then let's get the day started.
Get the day started. That's a good way to start. That's a good routine.
Cause for one, you done got up, you done did your personal hygiene that you have to do every morning.
Sure.
You done read a book that got your brain moving.
That's starting up. That's the brain exercise. That's where the brain got the brain moving.
For one, you get up. So that especially when you get up and you get your room together, you get yourself cleanliness is next to godliness.
For sure.
So and that gets you to in the mindset of okay, because he asked me one day. He said, "Why? Because I go to he see me go to work every day."
For sure.
He said, "Why you always go to work?" I said, "Because this world you live in ain't free.
It's free, man.
You and me, I have to show you these things. I have to show you. I have to show you what hard work is. So that when you get my age, I remember my step pops, bro. He was always
every day. Every day.
And you know what? We got to do a lot of stuff because he went to work every day. He you know what? He saw me in here doing my t-shirt, my business, making t-shirts. I don't want to do that. I gotta show him stuff, bro.
So he observed. And that's a lot of kids, right? Like a lot of young males.
Mm-hmm.
We could save so many lives.
Mm-hmm.
If we just expose these young dudes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We never had,
right? A lot of people, even these brothers, these brothers in our age, because some of them who still kids in the mind.
A lot of them.
You know what I'm saying? Take them away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Show them, man, they can make money other ways. You know what I'm saying? Even if you into that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you still doing your thing in the streets or whatever you do. Don't expose the children, man. Save the future. You get what I'm saying? Save the future, because if we expose them to what we know, boom, there go the curse right there.
Let me tell you something, man. And my mama did this when we was young. My mama had 6 kids, bro. I'm a twin.
Okay.
She got 2 sets of twins. Even if we didn't have, we was poor, but like we wasn't fucked up. You feel me?
Right. Shit was good, but
she had a lot of kids, so she made shit happen for what we had clothes on our backs. You know, we had roof over our head, all that. But like she made sure that we saw things that was different from what we was around here. We used to go. She don't care if we had a gas money to make it there and back. She'd take us to Mackinac.
So
let us see it's a different world. That was the best thing I ever could have witnessed as a kid, bro. She used to go ride through neighborhoods and show us these big immaculate houses and how people live. And I used to be wondering, like, why did we ride through here, bro?
Exposing y'all to a different life.
And when I got older, I'm like, she did that so we didn't become what.
You know what I'm saying? Just because we in an environment don't mean we have to be the product from it, man. Just because you stay in the hood don't mean you got to toe the switch or put on a pair of Mary Jane side with the ski on. You know what I mean? You don't have to do that.
And what's crazy is, man, the neighborhood I grew up in, I saw it turn from a family neighborhood to I can't sit on my front porch no more. I didn't understand what was going on until I got older. It was like I went from walking around every street to I can't even sit on my front porch
because now the neighbors. It's like you remember back, like I said, when parents say it takes a village to raise a kid. Now your mama used to know her mama, they mama down the block, them around the corner. You got pro them around the corner who know Miss Lisa over here.
Man.
So that's why it used to be like that. Now the parents don't even get involved with each other. Parents don't know each other. They don't even care where the kids at.
It's weird, bro.
It's not like how it used to be where you outside, you got the barbecue grill going, everybody playing curve. And it's not you. When the last time you seen somebody playing curve?
Man.
Double Dutch.
Bro, I've been here for 3 years.
Never.
I don't know nobody.
See what I'm saying?
I don't know not one person over here. Ain't never spoke to them. Don't know their name.
See, that goes to talk where you say you don't really talk like that. Right? See me, I'm a talker. See me, I see my neighbors outside in the apartment. Hey, how you doing? Because I got to know who I'm around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just because that comes to where I've been through in life, but I have to know who I'm around, who my daughter around.
Mm-hmm.
I talk on niggas, even the quiet.
Man.
Because I got to make sure you ain't a serial killer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to feel people out because you don't know if these people watching you. You don't know. You would know in their voice or tone if they weak. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta know what's around.
Oh, trust me, I know their faces.
Yeah, for sure.
But
You say, I don't know. How you doing? How you doing? Big ass over there.
I mean, so one of my neighbors, they just spoke to me a couple times. Hey, what's up?
For sure.
But other than that, got to keep it moving.
No, that man, neighbors, man. Like sometimes though, that go to like your neighbors, man. You,
Man.
man, that's why I be having to feel neighbors out. You know what I mean? Because I gotta know who I'm living by. You know what I'm saying? See, you in the house, I'm in a apartment.
Right.
So I be having to be
Yeah.
to people a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But I got lucky. I got cool ass tenants in my apartment.
Right.
Everybody be doing their own thing, their business. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's crazy, like, because this house, like, we was the first people to move in this house. Like, they had just built this house here, and then we moved in. So it's like, when they seen us, you kind of could tell they were like, shit, we was the first black people right here. So you can tell on their face, they was like, oh, shit, bro, we finna have to deal with this, bro.
Like, but you got to go through a park thing, too, to get accepted in these type of miles.
But what's crazy is you can tell, like, after a couple, I've been here going on 4 years.
Right, okay.
And they were like, damn, these niggas been here. Ain't the police ain't never been here. We don't hear nothing. Like
they quiet. They good name.
So now they look at us different. You feel me?
How you doing? Yeah, but see, because every time they stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we dope sellers. We, you know what I'm saying? This, we that. No, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is not the same. Everybody ain't trying to push those swinging dope. Everybody ain't beating on their wife. Everybody ain't got, you know what I'm saying, shooting and drive-bys.
Man.
You know, man, it's hard, man, being a black man.
Right.
In America.
It is.
Family. You know, it's very hard.
Man. You know what's crazy? Back to this fatherhood thing, like, bro, a couple weeks ago I took my stepson and my son to Walmart with me just because my wife was working. I'm like, okay, let's go out. Man, people was looking at me crazy.
They surprised.
I'm like, bro, y'all ain't never seen a man with kids?
They never seen. No, they seen, but it's very rare to see a black male with their kids.
I'm talking about people was like,
I go to every doctor,
man,
and I'm saying early, they be looking at me like the doctors. They see,
yeah,
they be looking like,
man.
It's because, man, a lot of people make excuses.
They do. That
goes back to what we're saying. People make time. You got to stop putting people
Mm-hmm.
make excuses. I can't make that. I gotta go to work. I mean, now if you gotta go to work, that's
different. That's different.
But if you don't have to go to work, man, you a street dude and you in the streets or whatnot, man, make sure you have.
Man,
stop making excuses, man, just because you don't want to deal with your kids. Get your kids,
man.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people they don't see us at the pump. They don't see us at the store,
right?
With our kids, just like you, it's just you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's very rare they see that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard.
Man, I'll just be like, I used to see people, dads come and get them from school, and it was like, but it wasn't a lot, but I saw it. So
you saw it, but you can't count. Man, look, Reese had his dad.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that, but you seen it. But how many times you seen it is the real question.
Right.
It wasn't a lot. It's not a lot. A lot of people rather. I say this. I'm gonna say this slow, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dudes die for their homie instead of living for their kids, man.
Mm. And hey, that's crazy.
That's true. A lot of guys die for their homie instead of living for their kids, man. They go out slamming. You know they going out robbing, doing it, but you won't even be a father to your child. You can't even take time
That's
to
crazy.
bring your and sit down with your kid. Maybe if you would have sat down with your son or your daughter, you probably wouldn't be dead. You would probably won't be locked up.
That's
That's
true.
why I say
That's
a lot
true.
of people die for their home instead of living for their kids.
And it's a lot of kids. It's so many kids out here who ain't got their parents because of
Right.
violence.
It go to what I told you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody brainwashed. The music, the videos, the drugs. You know what I'm saying? The new girls with switches, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is fascinated with death and killing people. You know, hurting people. Like, man, that's why a lot of people ain't having a lot of children don't got their kids. They
Mm-hmm.
love their fathers because the curse wasn't broken. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That street nigga mentality, man. Everybody want to be a tough guy. You know what I mean?
The worst thing to me, especially if you got kids out here, the worst thing you can do is be the tough guy, dog.
Because all the tough guys die.
You know, it's crazy. My stepson played basketball. We was at his game a couple months back, and I'm at the game, and I look around, I'm people watching. Niggas up there on the wall,
All tough.
bro, you at a
You got a basketball game.
child basketball game, bro.
That goes to certain guys and bullshit. Everybody think beef and having ox cool. Well, I can't go over here without my foot because this shit not dope, man. Who want to live like that?
Man,
You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like I believe in bear arms. I'm with that. I'm I'm with it, but I feel like if you gotta if you gotta have that on you and like ready to go, like you shouldn't be there.
yeah, I ain't going nowhere. I gotta take my stick to. It's one thing about like man, death is not fun. I've been shot. Being shot is not fun.
Mm-hmm.
Shootout shit not fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shooting
yeah,
a nigga, killing a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put that on camera, but
man.
that's not fun.
Mm-mm.
You get what I'm saying? And any real dude, any guy who indulged in that life, really full fledged, did they thing on that, would tell people, man, that shit not cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because man, who want to wake up every day and gotta you you don't know if you're gonna live or die.
That got to be the worst.
It is because you not at peace.
For one, people don't realize that you don't know if you're gonna wake up in the morning anyway.
You don't.
So why are you
You
putting more on it?
would be listen, man. I'm gonna protect my family at all costs. And if you
Got
slide
to.
up on me, trust and believe, I'm either beat your ass or I'm gonna beat your ass. But I'm not out here trying to be the tough guy.
That's
And I'm
different.
not out
That's
here trying
different.
to burn no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to kill you, man. You know what I'm saying? But if you play with me, for sure I'm gonna split you. But I'm just, man, that's where it goes to the point that certain people just on grown man activity. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's different. You know, so you got your grown man, but we taking care of our family. Then you got the other grown man who want to be still, want to be tough guy.
Exactly.
That's the curse that we
Mm-hmm.
need to start chopping down with our sons. You know what I'm saying? That tough guy mentality,
Mm-hmm.
that street nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I say? I said I said this a long time ago to my homeboy. I said, bro, this city is not that big. So it's like we y'all know these people that's doing this bullshit out here.
For sure.
Why don't y'all talk to these people? These your brothers, your cousins, your uncles. Like y'all know these people, bro. Tell them like, hey, bro, relax.
Man, you know how many people probably trying that. Man,
What do you
it's like talking to a brick wall. When a guy is locked in on what he want to do and harm, and sometimes I believe in energy, right? I
Mhm.
believe in energy. I believe in all that. Sometimes people be having these motherfucking entities on them, man, and these type of bad energies on them, bro, where it's just not even them.
Right.
They're born.
He
And like
is.
you said, he
He's very
always got
persuasive
your
too.
work, bro. So when that man got his hands on you, and you ain't got that shield of armor for God, bro, you do. And this ain't nothing but the devil's work going on. It's
Mm-hmm.
killing his wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't. It's a spiritual warfare,
It
bro.
is. It
You know
is.
what I'm saying? The devil always working. And that some people who not listening to the divine human beings try to say, "Hey man, chill out, man. You gonna be dead. You gonna be locked up."
Mm-hmm.
Them the people who got the entity in them who just don't give a fuck about life. They killing, and they don't give a damn what they doing, and they don't give a damn what you trying to tell them. Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying. They don't care. It's not them. You know what I'm saying?
And he did a very good job of making sin feel normal. It's a lot of people that's making sin feel normal, and that's sick, bro.
For sure, for sure. That goes to speak on. We ain't gonna say that one. We ain't gonna speak on that one. But it goes to speak on basically like when you say people trying everything sick, trying to make it normal. It goes to speak on like I was just saying when it goes to kill.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a major sin. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But
That's one of the
everybody's
commandments.
chasing and glorifying death or killing somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's sick. You feel what I'm saying? Like man, who would think splitting somebody or shoot somebody in the head be you ain't dead, you ain't killed 3 people, like man, that's crazy, man. Taking another man's life, man, it's not an easy thing to do. It's easy doing in the process, but mentally it's not an easy thing to
You
do,
don't
man.
know what you got to deal with after that.
Yeah, it's karma. You got karma coming, you got your conscience,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got life that's
Mm-hmm.
coming.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you kill another man, please believe, man, it's in the Bible, man. Live by the gun, you gonna die by it. Man, I shed blood by another man's hands gonna be shed the same way.
You go
That's why
out the way,
every person who kills somebody, they die the same way. That's crazy, right? They died the same way.
man.
If it wasn't by their mans and them some way, they died. It was by their close cousins, so they died the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You killed him, guarantee you gonna die the same way and more gruesome. Every time, man.
Man.
I know homeboys, not cousin, but I got a cousin. Long live my cousin back. But
Mm-hmm.
he was an assassin, bro.
Man.
But I ain't even gonna speak on the hood. He was an assassin. Man. That nigga was killing people. And
Man.
he died. It's all he got killed. Nigga shot him dead.
At some point, we gotta realize, bro, that this this is horrible, bro. Like
For sure.
this ain't the way we supposed to live. Like
And it start with the our son. Cause you ain't got too many girls that's gonna end up in the streets.
but they starting to do that now. They starting to
They is starting to do it. They is starting to do it.
mm-hmm.
But it's very rare.
Right,
You get a daughter
right,
to join the streets.
right,
It starts with our sons, bro.
right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's always the boys
right.
because we bringing them up tough. Oh, you can't be doing that point. You can't be no point. Oh, you can't. Why you wearing your pants up so high?
right, right.
Why you got this button up shirt on like this? He trying to look educated. Why you got your glasses on looking like a geek? And we
Right.
drive them away from looking productive, like productive citizens, and
Mm-hmm.
making them look like thugs and making them feel like that's okay, man.
Man.
That's where it starts. It starts with the kids, man.
Mm-hmm.
We the grown ups, we can't do nothing. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean? But
yeah.
to change the new generation coming up, it starts with us programming our son, our kids.
Facts,
You know what I'm saying?
facts. Man, we can sit and talk about this.
For sure we can. We can go
Next
all
week,
day.
we're gonna pick up where we left off, but go into a more deeper dive into it.
For sure.
But I feel like great start.
That type of
Good man,
we broke that ice. You know what I'm
man,
saying? We broke
man.
that ice.
And it was organic. It wasn't forced. You
One
feel me?
force, one script. Ain't nothing script, ain't nothing forced, man. Everything is on top, off the top of the dome.
These is real conversations that real men need to have, and
For sure, for sure.
I feel like the world need to hear it, man.
Yeah.
This gonna be what different from a lot of people.
No, for
We
sure.
can sit here and kick the shit all day and tell jokes,
All day.
man.
The thing is, man, it's really speaking from a man's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You know how a lot of topics we're gonna have more topics on with like a lot of answers, like questions that women have for men and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. We speaking from a man perspective on
Yeah,
every topic. You know what
most
I'm saying?
definitely.
If you want, I want man, nigga, I want like even a young man can watch these podcasts and
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
some gang stuff from it. You know what I'm
That's where we want to start at. Get the youth
saying?
involved. So what I want to do next year for the school year at the school district I work for,
Okay.
I want to go in and talk with the kids at least 2 or 3 days out the week. Let's teach them music and teach them how to do stuff the right way. We don't gotta. You can
Show
do
them that
music.
somebody care.
You
You
don't. You
feel
can
me?
do music, but you don't gotta talk
You
about
ain't got
this.
to talk about all the same shit.
You want to do podcasts? I'll show you how to do a podcast. Y'all want to be streamers? I can show you how to set up a stream. Get them out the streets.
Get them
Show them
out that
something
street
different.
mentality.
Show them something different, bro. Cause I be driving a bus
Man,
sometime,
you see something.
looking in my mirror like, bro,
He like that. Young turn. You already know where he got. He already know he go. He got switch at home, all type of ski mask. He already probably
he already shicing up.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
He getting off the bus doing this, making sure there ain't nobody at the bus stop looking for him.
Yeah, but see, it comes like I say, leading by example, exposing them to something different, letting them know, like, man, it's all right to be a square.
Man.
I take that away, take that definition away from. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But it's all right being a productive citizen, man.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. You will live longer.
Bro, Jeezy said it the best. You can't get nothing on street cred.
Man, you can't.
Not in this real
You
world.
can't, bro.
You ain't gonna be in no room with no important people off no street cred.
Oh no, hell no. I don't care about that. That's what that means. Nothing. That means nothing.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? That means nothing. That street cred it gets you two places. And I'm living the testament of it.
Yeah.
One, it gets you killed.
Mm-hmm.
The streets don't love nobody. And
exactly.
Two, you going to prison.
Man.
It's going to prison, man. Everybody ain't been shot. Everybody ain't went to prison off of it. But 9 times, majority of everybody been shot and they went to jail.
It's very few that can walk up out of that lifestyle.
And they ain't been shot.
Very few.
Ain't shot nobody. Ain't bribed. Ain't been bribed. Ain't went to prison or jail a few times. Listen, like I told you, I went to prison. I did 6 years, man. I told myself, never coming back to prison.
That's dope.
And I ain't been back.
That's dope.
I've been home 3 years, you know what I'm saying? But it starts with the mind.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with the mind. Like I said, a lot of people be saying, man, what can we do to change, to stop the violence?
Right.
Only way you stop the violence, man, is by changing you.
Mm-hmm.
And with the adults. You can talk to an adult. You can talk to a kid. You know what I'm saying? When the kid is locked in on something, if he locked in on the streets or whatever the case.
That's what I'm saying, because that's all that's out here for us. That's all that's out here for us. We give them opportunities, bro. You're gonna change you're gonna change how they got some. You give something for kids to look forward to, bro. It's gonna
let kids be kids again.
Man.
And that's what I'm gonna lead at.
Mm-hmm.
Just let kids be kids again. Expose them to kidly shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop forcing the kids to grow up too fast. And all the parents do that.
They sitting. We was outside, bro.
These things right here.
They sitting in the house looking up. They in the room with They in the room with the door closed, looking up everything
all day. We ain't know nothing about these, man. You know what we know? Street lights. Make sure you be hungry for the street light. We outside hide and seek, riding bikes up and down the hills. We with trampolines,
playing basketball, football, playing in dirt.
Your wife, they was double dutch.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get none of that. Let kids be kids again. Expose kids to kids activity. Take away all that grown tough man shit and let a boy be a young man. Let him be a boy. Let kids just play. Let kids be. Give them the foundation, man, to build and just be kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because now we kind of forcing our kids to grow up too fast, putting them into the wrong.
Exposing them to too much.
Exposing them way too much. Not smoking them around. I'm just trying to work on that too as well. You know what I'm
saying? Hey man, nobody is perfect. There's no such thing as perfect.
As long as we try and get up and we notice the stuff we looking in the, I call it looking in the mirror.
Oh yeah, a lot of people can't do that.
I
A
call it
lot of
looking
people
in the
can't
mirror.
do
That is a
that.
strong thing, though. You know that mirror is a dangerous weapon. A lot of that's what we need. A lot of men need to start looking in the mirror and start judging themselves. Like, man, you know what? I am slick. I
Hmm.
can.
If you,
I do need to do this a little bit. Be true to self, because when you true to yourself, man, you'll do better. You try
eh,
to live your life as a lie, and you trying to produce everything crumble. You know what I mean?
man,
Everything.
man, and I feel like this episode was based on fatherhood and morals. Like,
True.
and I'm gonna leave it on with the fatherhood situation on this.
For sure.
Like, don't start something you can't finish. That's a lot of men need to hear that. If you going you know what you doing, bro. You laying down with the woman, creating like that's what I said earlier. Like, this is a lifetime event that you're. This is lifetime, bro. You
Yeah.
create something with another human being. That's here. There's no getting rid of this unless you. But if you decide to have that child, be in that child's life, love that woman, bro.
For
Like,
sure. For sure. Even together or not, though.
even together or not,
You know, some things don't work.
some things don't work.
But at the end of the day, always respect that woman because she gave life to your seed. And every man know if they really was there when their child was born, it takes a lot for a woman to give birth to another human being. You feel what
Man,
I'm saying?
that's the most crazy. I ain't even want. Man,
I bet.
I thank God for my.
I
When I
bet.
seen that,
I bet.
I said,
I
"Yo,
bet. I ain't see. I bet. I bet. Look, I bet, bro. My thing is, though, man, I think a lot of men should watch like Child's Birth before, so they can understand, man, what you doing with a woman, man, when you just thinking it's sex and it's just a feeling. When
man,
you stand up inside a woman, it's more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff you put in that woman. You finna put her through. She got to go through that with the body change, not you. So it don't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? And put
man,"
that woman through that if you're not gonna be ready for that lifetime
because
experience.
that whole being alone while she's pregnant, bro, that take a lot. That take a toll on a woman.
That's a
Just
lot.
being pregnant, bro. My wife I be having to catch myself sometimes. My wife be like, "I am carrying a human." I'm like, "Oh shit!"
She is.
Like I
She
had to,
is.
I had to step up and
Do a
do.
lot. All the groceries. I wash. I clean. I do line. I do all the lines and stuff. I bring all the grocery bags in. You know what I mean? I carry the baby, the baby bag. You know what I
Man,
mean? It's just real, man. This is what real man do. That's
man.
we just real stand up guys and doing what we supposed to do, man. A lot of people not gonna understand it because y'all just not real stand up guys. So they gonna understand. I for sure leave that like that though, man. Fatherhood and moral. That's basically what we're supposed to talk about. For
just
sure.
just realize what the consequences from your repercussions, bro.
For
Like
sure. For sure.
you have to like remember, like, bro, you are the man. We were here. God made woman from us.
For sure. For sure.
He didn't want us to be alone, so he
No.
made something for us. Like, respect, love her, cherish her, bro.
For
Like
sure. For sure.
that,
For sure. For sure.
even if
Cherish.
y'all not together, bro, respect her enough.
Respect. Respect. Because the situation of her just doing that with your kid was a lot.
Bro, people don't realize, bro, women carry humans inside them, bro.
That's a big thing. And if you don't believe God as you can see, that's something like that, man. It's just something wrong.
That's
You
the
know? And that's
man.
another topic. But that's another topic for
We're gonna
sure.
leave it there because
Leave it
that.
there. That's another topic for sure.
Hey man, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of the Uncommon Thoughts podcast. Man, we're gonna be back every week, bringing y'all more content, deep conversations. You know, we just here, man. We
For
just
sure, for sure. We just normal human beings, man. You feel me? Just normal human beings, man.
going through
Real life
life.
conversations, going through shit just like y'all.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, we just bringing it to the forefront.
Yeah.
We talking about it. I basically call this podcast is basically a war rod vent TV show. You know, we just
Mm-hmm.
man, black man just thinking, man, just letting it out, man.
Because we
That's just
need
what
this
it is.
stuff, man.
You it's nothing wrong with it. We need it for sure.
For real. We're gonna be back next week, y'all, man.